Good morning, students. Welcome back to our English class. Let us quickly recall what we have learned in our previous classes. The 100 Dresses Won by Eleanor Estes. Now, the story was based on Wanda Petronsky, who was teased by her classmates Peggy and Maddie, as she always claimed that she had 100 dresses. And her other schoolmates also were teasing her regarding she wearing the same blue dress and her weird or funny name she had, Wanda Petronsky. So, the truth about Wanda's 100 dresses is revealed when she submitted her 100 different drawings in a drawing competition, and she secures the first prize in girls category. So, let's check what happens in the 100 dresses part 2. Please open your textbook First Flight page 73. Now here in the first slide, we can see that it's Miss Mason, and everyone in room 13 was having actually a look at the drawings that Wanda had drawn and were admiring it. And Miss Mason gets a note from the monitor of the class. She reads it, and she reads it several times as she couldn't believe what was written in that note. And what did she do? Finally, she decided she should gather the class and read the note aloud to all the children. And she starts reading by adjusting her spectacles. Why she does that is to create tension among the students, like what that note was about. And actually, that note was written by Wanda Petronsky's father. And she begins reading, to which all the students listen very carefully. Now, the letter is like this. It began with a salutation to Miss Mason, and Wanda's father conveyed his intention of not sending both his children, that is Wanda and Jake, to school anymore. And he also mentions that they were shifting to another big city where nobody could care much about the strange name that girl was having. And also he tries to mention a point that they were going to a big city where the people would be having such weird names. Now here in the note, can you see the word holler Pollack? So here holler means to make a loud noise, or like yelling loudly or shouting loudly. And Pollack means it is that person is a descent or a native of Poland, or a Polish is also called as Pollack. Okay, now let's check with the next one. Now here you can see Miss Mason taking out her spectacles and cleaning her glasses with a white hanky. And actually why she was doing that was she finds the students speechless, and she was asking them, like she was speaking to the class and asking them that are they sure that nothing was done purposefully to hurt Wanda. And she tries giving them a hint to the children that if they have teased Wanda by chance, and hope they have done it unintentionally, and asks them to introspect about it, that is rethink that what they have done is not right, and it was very sad and unfortunate thing to tease Wanda like that. Yes, children, I hope you are able to understand what I am teaching, as I am teaching paragraph wise. If you have the textbook before you, definitely you will understand what I am saying. Now here it was the first period, and Maddie couldn't concentrate on her studies. Can you guess why she couldn't concentrate on her studies? She was feeling very uneasy. Why? Because she felt that why she didn't stop Peggy teasing Wanda. Do you remember in 100 Dresses Part 1, she starts writing a note wanting to ask Peggy to stop teasing Wanda, but she just tears it. Do you remember that? Now here she was feeling bad that why she didn't stop Peggy from playing that dress game with Wanda. If she would have done that, now things could have been different. And it's very clear, you also be clear, children. Here this Maddie never teased Wanda. She was just a silent viewer, always beside Peggy when Peggy was teasing Wanda. And Peggy also had no intention of hurting Wanda's feelings. She was just thinking that why is she always telling a lie that she had 100 dresses. So we have to understand that even Peggy had no intention of hurting Wanda. She was not actually aware that Wanda was getting hurt. Yes, let's check the next one. Now here Maddie was filled with guilt and regret. Now she was feeling very guilty that Wanda was hurt, and the regret was why she didn't stop Peggy teasing Wanda. Now she was wishing that she gets a chance to apologize to Wanda. And she was thinking that maybe Peggy also is thinking the same thing, and she looks at her. But Peggy was involved, like busy in her study. Maddie did not regard what Peggy was thinking, and she decided that she will tell Wanda sorry, and she would appreciate her how smart she was, and she would also appreciate her 100 beautiful dresses in the form of paintings. Yes, children? So she's feeling very guilty. Now the day after the school ended, they both come out, and while they were coming out, Peggy asks Wanda that if they could go and check if Wanda has moved out of the town or not. You can see in the dialogue, hey, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not. Here kid is none other than Wanda Petronsky. Now Maddie's face was glowing. Why do you think Maddie's face was glowing? Because the same feeling she was having, and that was expressed by Peggy. Yes, of apologizing to Wanda. Both of them rushed to Boggins Heights. You know what? The place Boggins Heights, where Wanda stays, an undeveloped place where Wanda stays or lived. Now during that season, Boggins Heights was, the weather was, or the atmosphere was very different, wet, sad and hopeless. Now these both were walking towards Boggins Heights in a hurried manner. Why they were walking in a hurried manner was they wanted to get there before it gets dark. Now Peggy was murmuring that she didn't have any intention of calling Wanda a foreigner, or never had a feeling that her name was unfamiliar, and she later appreciates that what a great artist she was. On the other hand, Maddie was not replying anything to what Peggy was speaking, but she was only thinking of confessing, like she has done a mistake and she wants to just apologize or say sorry for the mistake she has done. And she was expecting that hope Wanda did not move away from that from the town or that city. They did not shift away to another place, and if she was there, she would request her to stay back, and she would also give an assurance to her that in future she would not allow anybody to tease her or trouble her, and she would be protecting her in every manner. Yes, I hope you could understand. Next, they reached Wanda Petronsky's house. It is a white little house with grass here and there along the path, that led to the house, and no one was seen around the house. The house tried to look, seemed to look a bit shabby, but it was very clean. And suddenly, they both of them remembered Wanda Petronsky's blue dress. Though it was faded, it was washed. It was clean. It was neat. They both knocked at the front and the backyard doors, but to their disappointment, there was no answer. And now it is, when there is no answer, it is understood that nobody is staying in that house. Yes, children, I hope you could understand till here. And see, children, how important it is sometimes to realize that we have done some mistake, or it was our mistake, intentionally or unintentionally. We had hurt someone. It's better we apologize. But if it is too late, what it would result in? Yes? So let's check in our next class the conclusion of Wanda's silent suffering. That's all for today's class. Thank you.